First of all, I'm going to need some music for this. Let me introduce you to the Phoenix. Oh my goodness. Oh, how fabulous is she? She is here for my book launch. She came all the way from Turkey. Handmade. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look at those crystals. Are you kidding me? Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous. Oof. Let me come in a little closer. Oh, fabulous. Stunning. Stunning. Woo! Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh gosh. All right, guys, what are we getting into tonight? We are going to answer some important questions. Actually, one question, one comment that I think was incredible, and I want to get into it with you with hopes that it will open your eyes and give you a new perspective on yourself, Scorpios, relationships, and all that good stuff. Are you guys ready? So I got a comment, and this is like a repeat comment. I've gotten this sporadically over the years that I've been on YouTube. And someone says, you know, they've been struggling with a Scorpio for over 5 years, dealing with, you know, their intensity and compromising, sacrificing. Listen to this language. It sounds terrible. It sounds horrible. It sounds terrible. It sounds like really debilitating relationship. And this person's like, I don't know what to do. So you guys know that I have a new book called Rise from the Ashes, A Scorpio's Guide to Self-Esteem and Rebirth. This book is not only for Scorpios, honey. This book is for anyone and everyone who's ever felt like this, who's ever gotten into a relationship and had to question themselves and had to sacrifice and had to deal with and tolerate all these really terrible, horrifying situations, and they're saying they don't know what to do, right? And so when you break yourself down and you rebuild and become the amazing person you was meant to be, you don't tolerate, you don't have to compromise, you don't have to deal with, you don't have to spend 5 years with someone in some volatile scenario and ask, what should you do? Because the answer is pretty obvious, right? And so in my book, I take you through a lot of my life lessons, and you hear so many stories about things that I've done, how I used to handle them, and then I take you through a 45-day transformation. And they say that it takes 30 days to pick up a habit. Well, you got 45, honey. You got no excuse to break yourself down. And what does that mean? That means to eradicate old behaviors, indoctrinate beliefs, anything that has kept you in an emotional, mental, physical cage, you know, of self-hate, self-harm, putting someone else on a pedestal, lowering yourself. I've done it. I talk about it in my book. And rising from the ashes, rising from literally the ashes. And so these type of comments really trigger me because it's so evident of self-hate. You know, you're in a relationship with someone and you feel you have to tolerate and deal, and it's just so painful, and you're still there, you know. And I want to say one thing, you know, Scorpios, we're so intricate. We're probably the most intricate sign of the zodiac. We're emotional, we're intense, we're very strong individuals, strong-headed, you know. We're ruled by 2 destroyers, you know, the destroyers of the zodiac. But also we're very nurturing and sensitive and attentive and all these things. And so it throws people off when they get to see all of the spectrum. And if you're in an intimate relationship with Scorpio up close, and I don't know how strong they are, I don't know. But I've had the strongest to the lightest, so I know. I know. And I'm more on the heavier side. I'm not the heaviest that I've met, but I'm more on the heavier side. And so it takes a person who is so self-assured and so powerful in their own right to be at that close range with us and not feel debilitating, right? Not feel that you have to compromise and you're always in some weak victim situation. Scorpios are my favorite people. I'm a Pluto girl. I love the mirror. And I don't feel powerless around Scorpios. I don't feel powerless in my Scorpio relationships, intimate ones. The only way you feel like that is when you are weak on the inside, but you can build yourself to be strong. That's the thing. You know, we all have moments like that, and breaking yourself down and rebuilding is not just one-time deal. It's all, I'm doing it all the time, consistently. And so I don't know if any of my videos that I have alluded that you need to tolerate some disrespect if you're in a relationship with a Scorpio. Like, that's our natural behavior. It is not. It is a sign of self-hate, and for you to be there is a sign of your self-hate. And so the blame game doesn't work here. It doesn't work on my channel. I don't tolerate it. I'm not interested in it. The only blame you need to have is in the mirror. What are you doing there? For 5 years. That's an investment. That's an investment, right? And so when you feel good about yourself, and that means when you've accepted yourself, you've built self-love, you have a certain type of standard, boundaries, values that are non-negotiable, and you don't feel any kinds of way if someone leaves you or if they not call you again. You don't give a shit. It's not relevant to anything. You don't feel like, oh my gosh, it's the last man on earth and what am I going to do? You don't feel none of that, honey. You don't feel none. And I mean on a realistic level, not a phony like, okay, get the step in and then you're home curled up like a cat crying. Like, I don't mean that. I mean real. I don't do fake it till you make it. I do make it till you make it. And so anyone who thinks that they have to tolerate some volatile behavior, like that's how Scorpios are, like, nah, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. I don't have any volatile Scorpio relationships. I have loving, supporting people who are strong in their own right, and we just bounce off each other. And that is because we've both done the work. Relationships are 100-100. You come in 100%, not 50-50. You come in 50, where's your other half? Where is it? Go get it. Go find it. Go find it. You know, I want all of it. 100. I bring 100 of who I am. And I like who I am. I like who I am. I'm an intense person. That's what it is. You know, if that bothers you, please go away immediately. And I don't care that you've gone. That's what it is. All my Scorpio relationships are intense. I'm a Venus 8th houser. I like depth, and that's what it is. That doesn't mean cussing each other out, stabbing each other, slicing each other with razor blades. You know what I mean? That means we go in. When we go in, we go deep, and that's how we do it. And disrespect and volatile relationships are something else. Something else. And you attracted that because you dislike yourself so much that someone just came to you who's going to treat you how you treat yourself. And that is a hard pill to swallow. That is difficult. That was hard for me to hear. That is hard to accept. And I don't make excuses for Scorpios. I don't even make excuses. No, I don't. Get in your mirror. Stop worrying about them. When you become so fabulous, you won't even attract those people. You would never meet a guy who wanted to fight you, slice you, you know what I mean? And treat you in a way that you feel like a victim. You would never. I attract fabulous Scorpio men. Fabulous. Okay. So, guys, the mirror is always waiting for you. And I know I sound like a broken record, but there's the only way. It's the only way. Shortcuts don't happen. I don't know how many videos I have, over 800. You can watch them on repeat. You'll never rise from the ashes if you don't get in that mirror. At ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, I have over 9 crash courses waiting for you guys. I have a mirror transformation course, how to be fabulous, right? Healing from trauma. Please, crack your little piggy banks open and get what you need. Get what you need, right? Complaining is not going to do it. As long as you have self-hate, you'll always attract people who will mirror your self-hate. And I know that is difficult. That is difficult to see, and you want to blame somebody else so fast, but it's you. It is all you. All right, guys, I hope I got there for you. My message is always to give you some evolution, honey. Catapult you to rising from the ashes. So like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. I'll see you at ScorpioSunScorpioMoon.com, where you can buy my 2 new books. They're in pre-order. Rise from the Ashes, A Scorpio's Guide to Self-Esteem and Rebirth. And this amazing Phoenix necklace, honey, that is part of my launch. It is custom made. It is stunning. I don't have to say anything else. My book, Dating Scorpio, I take you through 12 relationships, actually 14, because I double it up for 2 of them. And the audiobook for Dating Scorpio will be ready in, I believe, 2 weeks, and I'll announce that. The audiobook for Rise from the Ashes is available now. Please listen to it over and over and over again. Let it all sink in. On my website, you can book a basic chart reading, a love chart reading, a couples chart reading, a personal live stream session, and your own personalized video. This year, I will be combining the basic chart and love chart, and you'll actually get an extensive reading, which will include all the basics, your karmic passes, your best relationship matches. I'll give you exact birth dates. We're throwing in some tarot and oracle cards in there for you. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Look out for that. Also, all of my sale items are an additional 40% off. Use the discount code Real Scorpio. And what else is going on? I think that's it. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'll be over at No Makeup Needed, my other channel, and ScorpioSunScorpioMoon Podcast soon. All right, guys. I'll see you soon.